This video dives deep into why the chosen ones must make this difficult choice, and how in doing so, they safeguard not only their own spiritual growth, but the very essence of God's plan for their lives. Imagine being called for a purpose so profound that it requires you to step away from the very people you've always known. It's not an easy path, and it's certainly not the one most would choose. But for the chosen ones, it's the only way forward. This isn't about abandoning those you love, but about recognizing that your divine assignment demands a different kind of loyalty, a loyalty to God's purpose above all else. In a world where envy and jealousy lurk even among the closest of relationships, walking away becomes a necessary act of protection, not just for yourself, but for the sacred mission that's been placed in your hands. Separation is not just a physical act, it's a spiritual necessity for those with a divine assignment. The path of the chosen ones is often paved with the difficult decision to step away from the familiar, including friends and family. This isn't about abandoning them, but about protecting the divine mission that has been entrusted to them. When God's purpose is at stake, the influences of envy and jealousy can easily become obstacles, turning even the closest relationships into sources of distraction. Just as a gardener prunes away the unnecessary branches to allow a plant to flourish, the chosen ones must walk away to safeguard the purity and focus of their divine calling. This journey of separation is a refining fire, burning away the impurities that can cloud one's vision and purpose. It's during this time that the chosen ones are molded, strengthened, and prepared for what lies ahead. Imagine a diamond being formed under intense pressure. Its brilliance is only revealed after it has been separated from the rough. Similarly, those who are called must embrace the solitude that comes with their divine task, trusting that this season of isolation is a vital part of their spiritual development. As they move away from familiar faces, the chosen ones find themselves in a position where they can truly focus on their God-given mission. The ties that once held them back are loosened, allowing them to fully immerse themselves in the work they were destined to do. It's like a soldier who must leave the comfort of home to train for battle. Only through this separation can they develop the strength and discipline needed to fulfill their divine purpose. And as they navigate this challenging path, they will soon discover that this is only the beginning of a much deeper spiritual journey. Isolation is often misunderstood, but for those chosen by God, it's an essential part of fulfilling their divine assignment. In the stillness of isolation, distractions fade away, and the clarity of purpose comes into sharp focus. It's in these moments, away from the noise of the world, that the chosen ones can hear God's voice more clearly, guiding them on the path they were destined to walk. Just as a craftsman retreats to his workshop to create his masterpiece, the chosen ones must embrace this solitude to refine their gifts and strengthen their connection to their divine mission. This period of isolation can feel lonely, but it's not a punishment, it's a preparation. Like a seed planted in the soil, hidden from the world, the chosen ones are being nurtured and developed in the quiet. It's here that they learn to rely not on the approval or validation of others, but on the steady guidance of God. Practical examples abound. Think of Moses, who spent years in the wilderness before leading his people, or Jesus, who fasted alone in the desert before beginning his ministry. These examples show that isolation is a crucible, where character is forged and purpose is revealed. The beauty of this isolation is that it provides the chosen ones with the space they need to fully grasp the magnitude of their divine assignment. Without the constant input of others, they can focus solely on their relationship with God and the task at hand. It's in this sacred solitude that they gather the strength, wisdom, and resolve to carry out their mission. And as they emerge from this period of isolation, they do so with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to face the challenges ahead, knowing that this journey is about more than just themselves. God's wisdom in separating the chosen ones from certain environments is profound. Often, these environments, filled with familiar faces, can become breeding grounds for jealousy and envy, which can easily be manipulated by darker forces. The Bible provides numerous examples of how jealousy can turn even the closest of relationships into dangerous pitfalls. Consider Joseph, whose own brothers plotted against him simply because of the dreams God had given him. Sharing these divine revelations with the wrong people can invite unnecessary harm, so God, in His mercy, often isolates the chosen ones to shield them from such dangers. This divine protection is not just about physical safety, but also about preserving the integrity of the chosen one's purpose. By removing them from environments that could potentially derail their mission, God ensures that they stay on course. It's like removing a delicate plant from harsh weather conditions and placing it in a controlled environment where it can thrive. The chosen ones must trust that this separation, though it may seem harsh, is actually a loving act of preservation. The examples of Joseph, Moses, and even Jesus highlight the importance of being cautious about whom you share your divine calling with. Not everyone will understand or support the mission, and some might even become tools of the enemy in trying to thwart it. By embracing this protective isolation, the chosen ones are better equipped to stay focused on their divine task, free from the distractions and dangers that jealousy and envy can bring. Separation is often the first step toward a fresh start, a new beginning that allows the chosen ones to fully embrace their divine path. When God calls someone to step away from their previous environment, it's not just about leaving behind the old, it's about stepping into the new. This fresh start is a gift, an opportunity to break free from the limitations and hindrances of the past. It's like clearing a garden of weeds to allow new, healthy plants to grow. The chosen ones find themselves in a space where they can finally nurture the seeds of their divine purpose. This new beginning is an invitation to reinvent oneself, to shed the old identity that may have been shaped by the expectations and opinions of others. The chosen ones are given the freedom to discover who they truly are in the eyes of God, free from the labels and roles imposed by their former surroundings. It's a time of self-discovery and growth where they can explore the depths of their divine assignment without the baggage of the past. Think of it as a caterpillar emerging from its cocoon, transformed into a butterfly, ready to soar to new heights. As they step into this new chapter, the chosen ones begin to see the world through a different lens. The challenges and struggles of the past are now seen as lessons that have prepared them for this moment. With a renewed sense of purpose, they can fully commit to their divine mission, knowing that they are exactly where they need to be. This is not just a fresh start, it's a divine reset, setting the stage for the fulfillment of God's purpose in their lives. The journey of separation is not just about distancing oneself from others. It's an integral part of the refinement process. Just as raw materials are selected and refined to remove impurities, the chosen ones are set apart to undergo a spiritual purification. This process is not always comfortable, but it is necessary for the fulfillment of their divine purpose. Imagine gold being purified in fire. The heat may be intense, but it's the only way to remove the dross and reveal the purest form of the metal. Similarly, the chosen ones must go through this process to emerge stronger and more focused on their divine calling. During this time of refinement, the chosen ones are being shaped and molded into vessels fit for their divine assignment. It's a time of testing and growth, where their faith, obedience, and resilience are strengthened. The challenges they face are not meant to break them, but to prepare them for the great tasks ahead. Practical examples of this can be seen in the lives of biblical figures like David, who was anointed king long before he took the throne and had to endure years of trials before he was ready to fulfill his destiny. This period of refinement is about building the character and skills necessary for the chosen ones to succeed in their God-given mission. As the refinement process continues, the chosen ones begin to see the fruits of their perseverance. They become more attuned to God's will, more disciplined in their actions, and more confident in their purpose. The separation that once felt like a loss now becomes a source of strength as they realize that it was through this process that they were truly prepared for their divine assignment. This is the crucible where greatness is forged, and the chosen ones must embrace it fully, knowing that it is all part of God's plan for their lives. Maintaining focus on the divine task is paramount for the chosen ones, especially when the pull of familiarity threatens to distract them. Friends and family, while well-meaning, can sometimes unintentionally undermine the importance of the mission. Their familiarity can lead them to underestimate the gravity of the chosen one's calling, viewing it as just another pursuit rather than the divine assignment it truly is. It's like a runner in a race. If they keep looking back at the crowd, they risk losing sight of the finish line. The chosen ones must keep their eyes fixed on their divine purpose, unwavering in their commitment. This focus is not just about ignoring distractions. It's about prioritizing the divine task above all else. It requires the chosen ones to make difficult decisions, often setting aside personal desires and relationships to stay on course. Practical examples include setting boundaries with loved ones who may not fully understand or support the mission, and finding ways to minimize distractions that could lead them astray. Just as a musician dedicates countless hours to mastering their instrument, the chosen ones must dedicate themselves fully to their divine assignment, ensuring that nothing interferes with their progress. The chosen ones who successfully maintain this focus find that their commitment pays off in ways they couldn't have imagined. The divine task begins to bear fruit, and the purpose that once seemed distant becomes a living reality. Their unwavering dedication serves as a testament to the power of focus, showing that when the chosen ones prioritize their divine assignment, they are able to fulfill God's purpose in their lives with clarity and conviction. This is where the true impact of their mission begins to unfold, paving the way for even greater challenges and rewards. Obedience and faith are the cornerstones of fulfilling a divine assignment, especially when it involves making tough decisions like walking away from loved ones. For the chosen ones, following God's instructions often requires a level of trust that transcends human understanding. It's about believing that the path laid out for them, though challenging, is the best possible route to fulfilling their purpose. Just as Abraham had to leave his homeland to follow God's promise, the chosen ones must be willing to take bold steps of faith, even when the destination is unclear. This obedience isn't always easy, especially when it means causing pain to those they care about. However, the chosen ones understand that their loyalty must first and foremost be to God. This is where faith comes into play, believing that the sacrifices they make will lead to greater spiritual growth and the fulfillment of God's plans. For instance, when faced with a decision that could strain family relationships, the chosen ones might need to pray for strength and guidance, trusting that God will provide the support they need to stay the course. This unwavering obedience is a testament to their commitment to the divine mission. As the chosen ones continue to walk in obedience and faith, they begin to see the fruits of their sacrifices. The spiritual growth they experience is profound, and they become more attuned to God's voice and guidance. Their journey is a powerful example of how faith and obedience can lead to extraordinary outcomes, even when the path is difficult. This commitment to God's instructions is not just about following orders. It's about aligning their lives with a higher purpose, one that ultimately leads to the fulfillment of God's plans in ways that are beyond their comprehension. Preserving the divine calling requires the chosen ones to make tough decisions, often involving walking away from friends and family. This isn't about rejecting those relationships, but about protecting the sanctity of the mission entrusted to them. The divine calling is delicate, and it can be easily compromised by the influences of those who may not fully understand or support it. Like a shepherd who guards his flock from predators, the chosen ones must guard their calling from anything that might lead them astray. This preservation is essential for maintaining the focus and integrity needed to fulfill their God-given mission. The examples of biblical figures who made similar sacrifices highlight the importance of this preservation. Consider Jesus, who often withdrew to solitary places to pray, keeping his focus on the Father's will, even when it meant stepping away from those closest to him. This dedication to the divine calling is what allows the chosen ones to stay true to their purpose, ensuring that nothing distracts them from the path God has laid out. Practical steps might include setting firm boundaries or seeking out like-minded individuals who can support the chosen ones in their journey. As the chosen ones continue to preserve their divine calling, they begin to see the power of their commitment. Their focus sharpens, their purpose becomes clearer, and they are better equipped to navigate the challenges that come their way. This preservation is not just about holding on to a calling, it's about nurturing it, allowing it to grow and flourish in the way God intended. By staying true to this commitment, the chosen ones ensure that they are fully prepared to carry out their divine assignment, fulfilling God's purpose with unwavering faith and dedication. Now that you've uncovered the profound reasons why chosen ones must walk away from friends and family, it's time to reflect on your own journey. Are you ready to take that courageous step and prioritize your divine calling above all else? It's not an easy decision, but it's one that could change the course of your life, aligning you with the purpose God has designed specifically for you. Don't just let this knowledge sit idle. Act on it, embrace the separation as a necessary part of your growth, and watch how it transforms you. If you're serious about walking this path, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of the wisdom and guidance that can help you on this journey of divine fulfillment.